Hey everyone, so it has been a while since I've been here on YouTube with you guys. I decided to take some time, carve out some time. I bribed my daughters to give me a little bit of time to finally film a video for you guys. And so I've been wanting to show you guys my new to me planner. This is the Gillio personal size Croco in the black matte. It's been my unicorn planner for I don't know how long now. It's impossible to find, or it's very, very hard to find. I finally found one from a fellow planner girl. I've had it probably for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've loved it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I wanted to explain why I decided to get this planner when I had just gotten a Vanderspec Parme, and tell you guys, you know, what I like between the two planners, and then a quick update, a flip through of how I set up this planner. So first of all, like I just mentioned, I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I got this planner, which is the Vanderspec Parme in the personal size. I do love it. So what I loved about it is just all the pockets it has. It has this pocket, it has this pocket, all these card slots, a little pocket here, a little pocket here, a zip pocket, 2 pen loops, and then this big pocket back here, which I put like a little cardboard in it to make it a little bit less floppy. And so I really love this planner. The things that I don't really love is the floppiness of it, and I knew it was going to be floppy, but I thought that I could deal with it because I really wanted this planner, and I thought having this cardboard in the back would help, which it did help, but it was still just a little bit too floppy for me. And then number 2, the pink I mentioned in a previous video always changes color. So sometimes it's a very pale pink, sometimes it's a kind of deeper pink, and I really like the pale pink and wasn't as much in love when it turns that like a darker pink, and it just really depends on what lighting you're in. So I have this, I don't think I'm going to sell it because I still do love this planner, and I was thinking maybe sometimes if I want to just switch out for fun that I would just keep this on hand. But the planner that I really have been wanting for so long is this one. Like I said, the Gillio personal size Croco in the black matte. Let me do a comparison actually. So this is how it looks side by side. So I think the Vanderspec is a tiny bit wider, I think, and pretty much the same height. This is how it looks from the top. It's a lot thicker, and I think, I can't remember because this VDS came with 30mm rings, and I did switch it out to 25mm rings, but I can't remember if I switched it back. They look pretty similar, but anyways, this is either 25mm rings or 30. But even though, I mean, you could tell this one is just a little bit more bulkier because of the squishiness of the planner. I don't know, this one looks almost as bulky as this, but it's because it's all filled. But I really feel when holding it in your hand, the VDS planner is a little bit more bulky and takes up more room in my bags. So let me just show you this one. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it, but this is how it looks from the different angles. And then when you open it up, this is how I have it set up. So first I'll just tell you about the cover. So it does have a lot of pockets too. It has this secretarial pocket, this little pocket here, this little pocket back here, and a zip pocket just like the VDS. And it also does have those card slots, another secretarial pocket in the back, and a large pocket in the back. So pretty much the same, I think, as the VDS. It only has 1 pen loop, which I really wish it did have 2, just because I like carrying my highlighter around with me, but obviously it's not a deal breaker. So as far as like the layout of the planners, the 2 are very similar. So let me show you how I have it set up. So in this zipper pocket, I have some of my favorite sticky notes here. I don't remember who they're from, but I don't think you could easily get them, sorry. But it's just these cute little sticky notes. This is one of my favorite with the coffee. And I just keep them in here in this zipper pocket because I don't use them as often, but I like to have them on hand in case. But in this little slip pocket, I do have my sticky note flags and small grid sticky notes. It's in the package because I just replaced them. I used all the old ones. I just put a new one in. It's not usually in the package, but I keep these out here because I do use these ones a lot. So I keep it here for easy access. Here in the front little pocket, I have a washi card with Simply Gilded Washi. And I don't use washi as often either, but it looks cute here and I do use it on occasion. I find that it comes in handy every so often. In this front secretarial pocket, I have some note paper that we sell in the shop. We're low on quantity, but there might be one or two notepads left. And then I have some of my favorite stickers from the shopping here that I use sometimes on a daily basis. And then let me show you the pockets in the back. Here I do use this as my wallet. I don't carry a separate wallet in my bag. I just keep my cards here and I keep some cash back here. So that's like my wallet there. And in the back, I really wanted a planner with this back pocket because I do like keeping bigger papers back there instead of keeping it like this where it looks kind of messy and not as cute. Things that I have to carry around with me so I can bother my friends and family about ordering C's candy for my daughter's school. I like to keep those kind of papers in here. And so if you have like a letter size paper, 8.5 by 11, if you fold it in half, it fits perfectly in that back pocket. And then in the pen loop, I have my handy friction pen that everyone always asks me about. I'll link it down below. It's a champagne gold casing, erasable friction with the eraser right there. And yeah, it's my favorite pen. As you can see in all my other videos, I don't use any other pen besides this pen. So then here is my dashboard. I just shared this on Instagram. I made the picture photo collage in Canva. I'll link them down below. And then I went into Photoshop and layered this text over the photo. So if you can't read what it says lifestyle. These are my 3 top goals, which is health, personal, like family, and business. So I have photos here. This is like my vision board inside my planner. I have photos here to remind me of my top 3 goals for 2020. And then my word of the year, it did change because I thought of something else that kind of motivated me more for what I wanted 2020 to be. And so that's lifestyle. And it's this lifestyle that you see here in photos. And then have it here in the front of my planner. So every time I open my planner, I am reminded of those things. So here I have a vellum that's just clipped in here in front of my dividers. And this vellum is a free download on my website. These top dividers here, the first set is from Sesame. They're kind of frosted, very thin, which I like so it doesn't bulk up your planner. And they were blank and I just used my label maker to put like titles on them. And then I have this Year at a Glance that's in our printable shop on Etsy. I'll link everything that I mentioned down below. Here is my set of goals for the year. So I have yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily like goals and tasks that I just put here and always keep in the front of my planner. This bundle of the goals inserts is available in the printable shop. So I just have everything here. It's like my planner routines, you know, my weekly planner routine, daily, and so forth. And then that's it for the front section. And then here I have my monthly section. These dividers are also from Sesame, the same frosted thin dividers with gold foil text. and I keep the whole year in here. So here's January, here's February, and we're into March. These inserts are available in our main shop as printed inserts. And then I did already start planning April. Right now it's March 15th, and always around the 15th, the middle of the month, I start planning the following month. So here's April. These stickers are all from our shop. These decorative, like this sticker here, I take a sticker from each monthly kit and kind of put it there because I do plan minimally. So I don't put that much deco in my monthly spread, just one to kind of like, you know, symbolize that month. And so this little succulents pot here. And then the rest of the months, I do plan out. Oops. I do plan out, but I don't fully. It's just kind of like major stuff happening. And then as that month approaches, I start filling it out. So I do have it all the way through December. And then my next section is my weekly section. And so this is my weekly fold out. This is available in the printable shop. And here is where I just pre-plan my week, meals, some different lists. So the one that's in the printable shop don't have these headings here. I've just put those on my own. The one in the printable shop is blank, so you can put your own headings, whatever you like. And then here, I just plan on my week, Monday through Sunday, my schedule, my to-dos for personal, my to-dos for business. I just started planning today for this upcoming week, so that's why it's still a lot is blank, but I'll fill that out later. So that's my weekly fold out. I have this platter pocket here from Sesame. It's super thin, but thicker than regular paper, where I keep receipts that I'll log here for the week just to track my spending. Then this is my daily section, and I put a little vellum here. This is available in the shop, the main shop. And then this clip is also from our shop, but we're sold out right now. I do plan to restock. This is our my daily spread. Here I have this plastic pocket from Foxy Fix. It has 2 slots. I have our meal planning sticky notes here, and then I have these sticky notes from Peanuts Planner Co. I don't know if she still sells them, but I got them from her, and I'm going to use this for habit tracking for the month, like a month-long habit. And then I use some blank grid paper for notes on this side of my daily pages. And then I usually keep like a week's worth of daily pages in here. And then back here, I have these 4 sections. Now, if you have watched my other videos, this has changed, this whole setup. These dividers are from Cloth and Paper. They're thicker, they're much thicker than other dividers that I get. Very good quality. I also just labeled the tops with my label maker. So it's personal, shop, Sam, and BFF, and I'll explain those sections in a minute. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that that has changed from what I've done before, and it's just for a number of different reasons. First of all, let me just show you how I set this up. The personal section just has these inserts that I just kind of whipped up for myself. They're not available in the shops. It's just to track my blood glucose levels for different foods I'm eating, so I just have that there. And then with some blank paper behind. In the shop section, I have these inserts I also made for myself because they're super specific to my shop, so I don't think anyone would have a use for them. It's just to track my monthly subscriptions and like revenue and expenses for the shop. And then I have some blank paper in the back. And then, so if you guys notice, I used to have, I should have brought a copy with me. I used to do my monthly project planning on these month-on-one page inserts that we have in the shop. I have since then, I'm trying something new to see how it works out, but now I just started planning things here in the main calendar because I noticed that this calendar wasn't getting much use, really, not as much as I wanted it to be. And also I kind of wanted everything on one calendar, but in order to make it not look cluttered, because that was my issue before, it was just too much writing, too much stuff going on. It confused my brain. What I use are these are clear dots from the shop. So these clear color-coded dots mean different things, and I know in my head what they mean, so I can just put those dots there and not have to write it in, which clutters my calendar more. So I decided to try it out this way, and so far I like the way it's been working, so much so that I did that for all the months. If you can see, even back here I have my color-coded dots. So we'll see how that works out. And so this back section here is just used for project planning, or tracking. So like I said, tracking my health numbers, tracking my subscriptions, tracking my shop info and stuff like that. And then these two sections here are new. It's called Sam and BFF. And so as you can see, these are blank sections because they're brand new, and I'm actually not even really sure how I'm going to use them yet. But those two sections are for Sam & Co., which some of you know about, which is basically the behind the scenes look at TPS, like the girl behind, the boss, the quote unquote boss behind TPS, and the daily hustle and stuff like that, which I plan to do a lot more with. I kind of started it and fell off a little bit because of the busyness, but I really want to keep going with that. So I'm gonna start planning stuff in this section. And then BFF is a different project I'm working on, which is kind of secret, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's another creative project I'm working on. And so this section is reserved for that, but I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna use those sections, but they have a place in my planner for now. And then, and just to say too, I wanted to mention that I still use my iPad a lot for brainstorming and notes. I use that thing so much. So a lot of the notes I would put in here are actually on my iPad. Those are for my iPad is for brainstorming and list making. This is more for tracking numbers. Because if I have this in my iPad, I'm never gonna look at it. It's just, I don't know why, it's just the way my brain works. So I need to have it in my planner. Same thing with these kind of things. So my iPad I use more for just brainstorming ideas and writing it out and mapping it out. And then back here, I have this vellum that is available in our main shop. It's just marble, just to separate that whole section from this back pocket. This is from Brooklyn Grace Co., I believe. I like it because it has this little pocket. I keep my business cards here. Back here I keep some receipts for returns I need to make, and a check back here for just in case. And then as I showed you guys, this is my wallet, and that's it. That's pretty much the whole setup. Quite a few things have changed, but the main things have pretty much stayed the same. I'm really super happy with this planner. I would say it is leaning a little bit better, but one thing that does kind of bother my, I don't know, my particular personality is that it doesn't lay totally flat. It kind of, you can see that. I would flip the camera. I can't flip the camera right now so you can see, but if you can see, this is when it's laying on the table and it doesn't lay totally flat. It is actually much better than before, because before it was up here. So that would kind of be my only thing. But I think with more use, it'll kind of loosen up a little bit and lay more flat. But I love this planner so much. I'm so happy to be filming again. I hope to have a new video for you guys every Sunday. Thank you so much. I missed you guys, and I hope to be seeing you again very soon. Bye.